What is good, YouTube? We are back with another live stream today. And yeah, this is the lay of the land. This is how NQ looks like, at least on a 1 minute chart. I would say let's have a high time frame analysis and then let's do a tape reading session. Maybe catch a trade during the New York session. We'll see. So far, we are kind of dropping in the first few minutes of the opening range. As far as daily chart is concerned, we had relatively equal highs on the upside taken, market structure shift to the downside. Now we are kind of at a, how would you say, a fulcrum point, okay? So the door either swings to the downside or to the upside. So it kind of could do both, okay? And now we have to determine if price wants to go higher and take out all-time highs, or if it wants to go lower and trade back down into this volume balance. Okay, so far we have a daily order block, we have a breaker, we have an inversion fair value gap, and we have this fair value gap. Okay, and price has respected the midpoint in here, the midpoint of this inversion fair value gap, and it's taken out sell side. So I'm kind of bullish. And we have TGIF, so we have high to low. This is the entire weekly range. If you can grade it and put the levels on it, we can get as much as a 30% retracement. And so far, we kind of fell short of the retracement. As you can see, we almost reached the 30% mark, but actually we couldn't, okay? So now we are back inside this inversion fair value gap. Gotta see. Gotta see. So far we have engineered relatively equal highs on a 1 minute chart. I'll show you real quick. Give me a moment and annotate this value gap real quick. Okay, let's drop in the 1 minute chart. We left these relatively equal highs in here, okay? So I really like them. But in my opinion, in order for price to, take them out, yeah, I mean, it's pretty far away from these highs. So to be honest, it just looks more bearish right now than it looks bullish. I mean, what do we have on the downside? We have these relatively equal lows. Okay, so that's the target on the downside. It's around about 12 a.m. midnight opening price. Okay, so we trade all the way back down into midnight and the new day opening gap from today, 6 p.m. This is the new day opening gap. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I mean, let's turn off all the daily PD race. It just gets too much on the chart right now. But yeah, we have sell side. We have today's new day opening gap, and yeah, we have relatively equal highs. But let's have a quick look at the intraday chart. On a 1 hour, it respected bearish PD array so far. Okay, so if we go one time frame higher, you can see we get this fall off a value gap. Okay, we respected the midpoint in here. If you grade this wick, we also respected this wick's midpoint. Okay, if you grade it. Okay, so that's bearish order flow. Now if we go back into the 1 hour chart, it respects the 4-hour inversion fair value gap, okay, and we have a 1-hour inversion fair value gap as well in here. Price trades up into it, rejects lower, that's an order block, okay. Price trades up into this order block, into this 4-hour fair value gap, and now rejects lower, okay. So NFL short of the TGIF level, so this is pretty bearish on intraday chart. And yeah, I mean, you gotta wait out, okay. So if you look at the daily chart, we've taken out a daily low, that's a daily low. We respected breaker, order block, inversion fair value gap, and fair value gap in here. Respected the midpoint of it, which is a bullish sign. So yeah, daily in my opinion is kind of 50-50. So far we've been respecting the daily PD race, I mean the midpoint, but yeah, I mean we still can go through it on Monday or even today and close below it. I want to see how this week is going to close. If it closes above the midpoint and respects the inversion fair value gap in here, and then shows a bullish reaction off of it, then I would like to assume that we go higher and again and continue towards at least this fair value gap in here. And if we can climb above this fair value gap on a closing basis to the upside, then this high, and these all-time highs might be the next draw. But yeah, it's a lot of if-then statements, okay. So yeah, we gotta see. If I'm honest, I believe that if we can close above this inversion fair value gap, this fair value gap in here, below the midpoint and below this inversion fair value gap, I mean, yeah, we still would have the breaker in here that could act as a discounted rate to send price higher. But if we disrespect this daily fair value gap's midpoint and this inversion fair value gap, then we may gotta consider these volume imbalances in here, okay. That's a huge draw. So this is kind of the last line in the sand, okay. We have inversion, normal fair value gap, and breaker, okay. If we disrespect these three, then we have this one as a draw, okay. So 1 minute chart. Let's turn everything off, it's too much. But yeah, sell side, new day opening gap. And yeah, in my opinion, if it would have wanted these relatively equal highs, it may, I think it would have manipulated this low, maybe these ones, but it would not need to trade all the way back down into new day opening gap and midnight. So in my opinion, we are kind of too far away to take out these relatively equal highs. So bullish bias may be wrong, and we may and should look for low prices. I mean, we have all this stacked up liquidity in here, so this is something to keep in mind. These lows and these lows, okay. This is outside as well. What is this? Is it the daily low? Yeah, okay, it's turned off. So I want to wait for more information and let the first 30 minutes pan out and then see where price wants to go and draw to. Okay, if this might be the first percent for value gap. Okay, so green is the pre-market session. Then we have London and Asia. So let me check if YouTube is fine. Ah, you don't see the whole screen. Yeah, it should be better like this. Okay. Seems like it wants to go lower, huh? Okay, what I can imagine is looks like we could see something like a big drop in the first 30 minutes, even further maybe, and then expect some kind of retracement towards 10:30 a.m. Retrace a little bit, trade up into a premium array, and then find resistance and then target the low that was formed before the retracement. So bro, August price action is really not easy. It's just insane. So much high resistance. So much. I don't know. It doesn't seem obvious. Let's have a look at the 8-hour chart. Inversion fair value gap traded up into, grade the wick, respective midpoint on the body closing basis. Displacement lower, fair value gap in here. Eight-hour fair value gap. 8-hour respected on a closing basis, the midpoint of the wick. Okay, the 8-hour closes in 7 minutes. So let's see where 10 a.m. closes. Four-hour. Eight-hour fair value gap. 1 hour auto block. 1 hour inversion fair value gap. I mean, looks pretty bearish. It's respecting. Bearish PD raise and following bearish auto flow. So draws sell side down here. Previous day's low. What is up, YouTube? So if it wants to retrace, it should retrace. Soon. Ah. Okay, finally, seems like we get the retracement. Now, where can price retrace to? We have 15-minute inversion fair value gap. We have first fair value gap. We have this auto block. And we have this first 30 minutes range. Okay. Where is premium? Premium is anywhere above the midpoint. What is right above the midpoint? These PD arrays. Okay. So this is what I would like price to retrace back to. Now let's see. We engineered relatively equal lows. Sell side. uh, Stupid ass price action. Bro, I feel like everything that I learned in the past 2 years, it doesn't apply this month. I don't know. In the month of August has been terrible for me. I've bro, I don't know nothing about the charts anymore. Everything's wrong. Not everything, but most of the things are wrong that I predict. It's just like before August, everything seems to be like so like perfectly. Everything was just beautiful and perfect. Price action. I had a really good read on the market, and since the beginning of August, bro, even the end of July, like the last week of July, it already started this unpredictable bullshit. I mean, I don't know. It's just behaving so. It's just so weird. I don't know. have lots and lots and lots of difficult high resistance price action. Ah. Okay, so seems like we keep dropping lower. This is previous day's low, south side. Took out short-term lows. Bro, you can't trade 930 anymore, bro. Like this is, come on. This is stupid price action. Yesterday was horrible. I mean, look at this. Like, come on, insane. day before. Yeah, that was better. This was bullshit again. Insane price action. To be honest, pre-market session 7 to 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. is so much more. Like, it's so clean. I mean, look at this run. Same thing in here. And today as well. 9:30. Hell no. Look at this. Okay. So we're approaching 10:30. 10:30 is the earliest that you could expect a retracement, like the lunch macro retracement, where it retraces back into the range. So for everybody who's been shorting, has been profitable, and after 10:30, it usually starts the lunch macro where it unseeks everybody who's been profitable. So the shorts were profitable. Well, their stop losses at above these highs. So maybe we could see retracing back to midnight, which is right around here. Take out everybody who's been short, retrace, stop them out, and then continue lower. That would be something that I would maybe take a short on. But to be honest, I just want to turn off the charts, and I just want August to be over, because this is It's complete bullshit. Okay. Everybody's short. I want to see what trace on back against everybody who's been profitable and have their buy stops above these relatively equal highs in here. Stop them out and reverse and continue lower towards 1050, 1110 macro. We have 2 viewers. What's up, guys? Would you like to leave a comment down below? And we can have a talk. I would say, yeah, ask me something and we'll answer your question. But bro, I look like a noob in this price action as well. So, but yeah, hey, everything I tell you or what I predict is normally happening, but not in the month of August, bro. Not in the month of August. Watch my old live streams, bro. They have been beautiful, but this is insane. I feel like I started trading yesterday. August has been horrible. Okay. For a bullish continuation or for price to retrace higher and follow bullish auto flow, you should respect this inversion fair value gap. Okay. We have inversion fair value gap. We have this breaker, 1 minute auto block, and we have this auto block and the wick. Okay. See the reaction, see the midpoint of this inversion fair value gap. So now we want to see a price stay strong and not wick higher, but close higher. Okay, so far it's been respecting the midpoint. But yeah, it's also respecting this potential inversion fair value gaps midpoint. So we are now in between this PD array and this PD array. Okay, so they're kind of fighting each other, and whoever wins, that's the direction where price is heading towards. Auto block open in here. See the change in state of delivery and the reaction. So we want to see a buy side sweep and then a follow through continuation lower. This is what's usually most likely going to happen in a normal market without August, okay? Every month of the year except for August, that would be my plan. That would be what I would be looking for. But yeah, recently with the price action that we witnessed, probably we either don't retrace back up into and don't take out buy side, or we take out buy side and then either just stair step higher and do like kind of do nothing and go sideways and start consolidating, or yeah, like everything where I would be wrong with my predictions, that's probably what price would do. So difficult. Okay. See? There's everything in the opposite. But look, that's interesting to study, okay? Respected this inversion fair value gaps midpoint, retraced back up into the midpoint in here again, rejected, and now close below this inversion fair value gap's midpoint. Okay, now that it closed below it, we have still this order block standing in the way where price could find discount sensitivity, which means where like price could be supported by this order block. Okay, but if it breaks through on a closing basis below this order block's closing price, that would warrant continuation lower. It still tries to find support in the upper half of this auto block, as you can see. If you grade this candlestick, which is an auto block, you see if price finds, or still tries to find support inside the upper half from the mean threshold, the midpoint, to the high of this auto block. It finds support in here, okay? But see how it trades higher and only wicks higher? It cannot close strong. So it looks like it wants to go lower. Okay, yes, that's what I'm talking about. If it wants to go high, it needs to close strong. Okay, now it's been improved to be a valid order block by trading down into it and now supporting it. Okay, it was only wicking higher, 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 but could not close strong, but it still stayed above the mean threshold on a closing basis. Okay, as long as price respects the midpoint of a closing basis, that's usually indicative for, yeah, going into your favorite direction. Now we are back again in the lower half of this fair value gap, okay? And for price to go higher, it should do what? It should close above this midpoint, okay? And preferably even above fair value gaps higher, okay? So far we are back again inside this inversion fair value gap and this fair value gap. So auto block, traded down into auto block, respected it in here, went higher, back down, inversion fair value gap, midpoint, closed above it, now trading higher again. So what it is that we are doing right now, we're doing tape reading, okay? So we're trying to read the PD arrays and try to anticipate what price is going to do, or what price is likely going to do, and what is not likely going to do, okay? And this is how you build confidence. This is how, yeah, building confidence looks like, yeah, something else. Definitely not this, where you are, or well, where I am mostly wrong. right now. I mean, we have high resistance and it's August. And because of the month of August, ICT, according to ICT, he said when you want to do vacation, just do it in the month of August because price usually tends to be just ugly. And it proves to be right. Okay. So you see how we bang around, bang around, bang around, bang around in between these PD arrays? So it's not easy. But still, respect this fair value gaps midpoint, okay? Now if we can trade below this down close candle, trade below it and close below it, now you can use it as an inversion order block. So this is a mitigation block. What is a mitigation block? For example, everybody who longed this inversion fair value gap has their stop losses, most of them, probably below this low or this low, okay? So everybody who has been longing right now on this market structure shift has their stop losses below in here. Okay, when price trades below it, they get stopped out, and everybody who's maybe opened up their stop losses or don't even have a stop loss set, they are in drawdown now, okay? And for them to get back into drawdown, back to break even, it needs to trade back up into this order block because we longed inside of this mitigation block slash inversion fair value gap. Okay, so when price trades lower and back up into it, it mitigates the drawdown that people witnessed so far. Okay, I don't know, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. See the midpoint of this candlestick and the reaction off of it. Now, if it wants to go higher, it should not stay in between these PD arrays. It should break out of these two PD arrays and close above the midpoint and preferably above the high. Now it's respected the midpoint again, and now it's retracing back into the range again. So it seems like we might stay a little bit longer inside this consolidation. Okay. Look, as soon as we close above the midpoint, now we get more volatility. Now let's see if we can get a closure above the Fibonacci gap. Okay, boys, I think I'm going to cut the live stream, but it's just, I don't know, it's just doing nothing really. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope August is over in 9 days, okay? So, you can make this out, bro. This is insane. So, I would say I'll catch you in the next one on Monday, 9:30 opening. Be safe, and till Monday. Thank you for watching.